Hey guys, what's up? Mano here and welcome back to the channel. We are here at the REVOLT cycle shop and there is a Yamaha WR155R that is being converted to a supermoto. And this episode is going to be a special one because we will be talking about this bike and at the same time will serve as a guide to turning one into a supermoto. So if you're planning to get a WR155 soon, or you are planning to convert yours into a supermoto, then this one is for you. Okay, so the WR155R is one of Yamaha's dual sport offering here where I live. It is an off-road capable motorcycle powered by a 155cc liquid-cooled fuel-injected 4-stroke single with a single overhead cam with 4 valves. Power output is a generous 17 horsepower and 16.5 Newton meters of torque. Transferring all that power to the wheels is via a 6-speed manual transmission. Frame is a twin-spar double cradle steel unit. Suspension for the front is a beefy non-adjustable 41mm telescopic unit, and the rear is a preload adjustable monoshock connected to a steel swing arm via a linkage. You get a 2-piston caliper disc brake up front and a single piston caliper rear. Stock wheels are 21 and 18 with dual sport tires. Stock seat height is 34 inches off the ground. Wet weight is 134 kilograms. Pretty much, it's a full-size Enduro with street legal equipment. As you can see here, the stock hubs have been dismantled and getting ready for lacing. REVOLT Cycles is using a 3.5 by 17 rim for the front and a 4.25 by 17 for the rear. Standard size supermoto rims work on the WR, which is really good. Heavy duty spokes, of course, and since this is not a Honda, 36 spokes both for front and rear hubs, and for this build, they'll be using Pirelli Angel CTs provided by me, of course. Tire sizes are 110 by 70 for the front for that quick turn in and easy steering, and a 150 by 60 for the rear. If you are in Cebu and want your dirt bike turned into a supermoto by experienced builders, contact REVOLT Cycles and they will take care of you. Now before I proceed to what I have to say about this bike, did you know that 99% of you are not subscribed? So like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a little favor that goes a long way for me. And if you have a WR just like this one, please post your thoughts in the comments section below. Alright, so fit and finish is typical Yamaha. Everything feels well built and sturdy just like how you would expect a bike from them should be. Styling is very sharp and modern, and without looking at the brand, you can really tell right away that it is a Yamaha. You know what, Yamaha has this way of making bikes look very appealing to younger riders, especially those who want something edgy looking. Now in stock form with the stock wheels, this bike stands really tall. Not a pleasant experience to newer riders who are looking at this bike. It's a full-size Enduro that looks intimidating even at a standstill. But as a supermoto, this bike looks very welcoming. Changing the wheels to 17s really does a lot to lower the seat height. For rider size reference, this is Jerry of REVOLT Cycles and he stands at 5'7", and as you can see, he can flat foot this bike easily. So how does it ride? As expected with any supermoto conversion, steering becomes very sharp and easy. At low speeds, this bike is a dream to ride around. Perfect for tight urban traffic, and I can imagine myself being aggressive in lane splitting on this one. Now here's the part that we really have to see for ourselves if this bike is what the spec sheet says. First is the weight. On paper, it says that this bike weighs around 134 kilograms wet, but as you get on it and start moving, the WR feels so much lighter than expected. Weight distribution is the key to making this bike handle really well, and Yamaha did a good job. The center of mass is very low, which is awesome, making this bike feel very manageable at lower speeds. Now, the power output and how it's delivered is what I'm concerned about, and this is something to consider depending on what your intentions are for the WR. 17 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 16.5 Newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. Now, for a 155cc, that is pretty impressive. Now, I was not able to go out on the highway to open up her a bit, but I can already tell that this engine loves to rev a lot. Now, to really enjoy this bike, you have to be aggressive with throttle. No doubt this engine will cruise at 100 kilometers per hour easily. Now, speaking of power output, this engine is exactly the same found on Yamaha's Super Underbone, locally known as the Sniper 155. This engine is also found in the R15 sports bike, MT15, the XXR155, and shares the top-end components on the Yamaha NMAX Maxi scooter, which I made a review a while ago. Which means all the aftermarket go-fast goodies for those bikes can also be used for the WR. And this engine has a huge catalog of parts to make it perform a lot better. Now, the WR in stock trim, brand new, is priced around 169,000 Philippine pesos. As for used units, I can't really say that much because there are not really a lot of people who buy these, but expect them to be priced around 80 to 90,000 if ever you find one. Now, I can't really say much on how it performs overall, but I can say that the WR as a supermoto is a mild-mannered and easy-handling bike for the city and a bit of dirt road. It handles really well based on how I experience it, and I would recommend it to new riders looking for something different. And if you think you will outgrow its power soon, well, tell you what, again, the engine on the WR is a highly tunable unit. Now, I do have concerns for this bike. The fact that there are a lot of exposed major components prone to damage in case of a fall, like the engine cases, exhaust header, and that precious radiator, those would require some hardware for additional protection. And that high revving engine is also a bit of a red flag, especially at a maintenance standpoint. So be very diligent with your oil, filters, and coolant. Alright, that's it for this video. Remember to like this one, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment if you have something to say about the WR. And as always, see you in the next one. Bye.